Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So Jeremy Hill got the call there, and he's trying to pick his yardage back up. 2 years ago, Charles, he was over 1,100. Last year, below 800.
Just never got going with any consistency throughout the 2015 season. You know his determination is sky high for this one.
And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Goff on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll come out in the pistol. And this one is incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Kelsey out in the slot right. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Underneath to Spiller. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Gordon on first down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one. And the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Hey, give them credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
On the keep, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jared Goff on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, and the Bengals add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Goff looking to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. 10 yards to go on third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Finding time. Great protection. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He completes it right side to White. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Here's Foles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Foles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Now Foles. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Ryan Matthews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score. And it's up and good. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that that confidence.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Back to throw, gone. And it's complete to Kelsey. The 13 yards that time in the first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They come out here in the I. Here's Gordon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. In on the tackle, the rookie, Xavier Howard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Fresh set of downs here. Another pistol look here.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kamar Aiken, his third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He completes it right side to White. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. To throw on second down is gone. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. Back back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Again, Gordon on second and goal. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field,